UPS is offering buyouts to some of its full-time drivers for the first time ever. The company says this is part of the biggest network change in its history. Drivers who take the offer will get $1,800 for every year they've worked at UPS with a minimum of $10,000. That means someone with 25 years could walk away with at least $45,000, plus their retirement and healthcare benefits. This comes as UPS cuts back. Earlier this year, they said they'd be slashing 20,000 jobs and moving away from handling as many packages from Amazon. They also closed a major office near their headquarters and moved hundreds of workers elsewhere. But not everyone is on board. The Teamsters Union is telling drivers not to accept the deal. They say it breaks their contract and helps UPS executives at the expense of workers. Big companies are cutting costs, even if it means fewer jobs for everyday workers. But what do you guys think? Would you take the buyout if you were a longtime UPS driver or fight to stay on the job? Share your thoughts below.
This has a lot to do with tech. Yeah. The reason why UPS is doing this has a lot to do with technology. Basically, they're trying to do away with physical labor. So a lot of warehouse workers basically are going to be phased out. Yeah, so I think they're pushing out the current drivers that's been there for 20, 30 years of driving for UPS. And some drivers are making six figures easy, right? So to save money, obviously they're trying to push the old drivers out and bring in some new drivers. Hopefully pay them half of what they're paying the current drivers that's been there for decades. And of course, have the old drivers take a buyout. And for how many years they've been with the company, let's say a driver may earn $80,000 from the amount of years they spent working at UPS as a driver. They're not going to receive that $80,000 in total or throughout the year, but half that amount. So they will receive $40,000. They will tax the hell out of those buyouts. Yeah, it's gonna be some high taxes. So half of that amount is what you'll really be receiving as a driver. So tough times, man. But this has a lot to do with technology. They're just phasing out a lot of these warehouse type jobs. And they're looking to either either automate these jobs some way somehow. But that's the focus. Save money, and they can do this by just laying off a lot of drivers. They'll save maybe easy $1 billion, something like that. So interesting times. Read some comments real quick. This is a hell of a deal for those that are ready to retire in the next 5 years. Again, you're not going to receive the full amount. It's going to be half. So just keep that in mind. So keep that in mind, please. This person says operating costs skyrocketing because of the union demands. Now they're cutting thousands of jobs every time. Tough times, man. Next video.
Did you hear that UPS has made an offer to their 20,000 employees that are basically Teamsters? They're looking to buy out their agreements to 20,000 people.
Yep.
Think about that. I got an example of some friends that were printers. Let me give you an example. They were union guys, retired at approximately $3,000 a month 5-10 years ago. And basically the union that they contributed to for 20 plus years went defunct over the last 5-10 years. So that $3,000 is now $600 a month. Think about that, how devastating that would be. Well, that's what's going to happen with the UPS opportunity to buy out. Now, what I would highly recommend is going independent. In other words, if you have an opportunity to exercise that buyout and get that six-figure check, and some people are making $175,000 as drivers, it's a one-time buyout, my understanding, I would take it, plus benefits. Now, who's pissed about it? The unions. You know why? they're going to lose 20,000 members. UPS is Teamsters, I believe. So do your homework. Do your homework. Really look at this. And how I found this out is YouTube. People are commenting on how great it is at UPS, but what they're not saying is, what's recently been announced, is the buyout to 20,000 people. Now, what would I do? I exercised my buyout in 1993 and I went independent, and it was the best decision I ever made. I was under 40 and I wasn't wanted anymore. Did it hurt? Did it sting? Fucking right it did, because I was one of the co-founders of the operation. But you know what? They just didn't want me anymore. They felt like we could do without rock. So guess what? It took me 19 months to let go. And I went independent. I've been independent since 1993. God bless you. Think it through. And that's why I believe the UPS is in a great shape to look at the long term, because they'll never be offered a lump sum. Okay? God bless.
Listen, I say this all the time. This goes beyond just tech. Corporations are not here to take care of you as the employee. Yes, they are in terms of benefits and healthcare. I got it. But what I mean by that is they are going to prioritize the shareholders first. Okay? It's all about making money and keeping them happy, the shareholders. The employee is, you're not even on their mind. Meaning you are the first to go when it's time to make these changes. If that makes any sense, right? The employee is the most expensive expense in a corporation. You are first out the door. It makes sense. The layoffs are going to help them save money, if not make more money. It's all about the money. It's nothing personal. So, like he said, Mr. Rock over here, it's nothing personal. They don't need you anymore, Rock. They don't need your service anymore, Rock. Nothing personal. But our business here has come to an end. We can do better without you. Sorry. I mean, this is any corporation that you work for, tech, retail, whatever. Money is first. Shareholders are first in mind. Nothing personal, man. Next video. Let's read some comments real quick, actually. Robotics is coming. Yeah. This is why I talk about these types of videos, because it has a lot to do with technology. That's exactly what's going on here. Automation is coming. Robotics, automation, AI, it is coming. I don't think UPS future is very promising. Oh, it is. UPS is not a dumb company. They know exactly where the focus is. The focus is tech. The focus is automation. It makes sense. AI. Like anybody else, they're just falling in line. So they'll be fine. 6-figure buyouts. I don't think so either, man. Like I said, it's going to be half the amount. So I don't see it happening. I do not see 6-figure payouts happening. I just don't. They have not made an offer yet. This person says, well, I'm 59 and I'm a Teamster, and I hope the hell that doesn't happen. I wanted to retire in a couple of years at 62 or 63. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck to you. Next video. Let's do it.
UPS is laying off drivers. You heard right. Every year it happens. My first 2 years as a driver, they sent me back to the warehouse for like about a month or two once work slowed down. Yeah, it's true. They're shutting down certain warehouses, and mine is living proof of it. They shut down the hub that services the Bay Area, Bel Air, Brentwood, all those nice areas up there. So they sent them to my hub. And now all those people, some people got more seniority because of it, and a lot of people lost seniority. So when work slows down, guess what? It's time to go back to the warehouse for some of us, unfortunately. We're still guaranteed 8 hours, but not at driver rate. Bad part about it is that you have to go to a part-time shift in the morning and to another one at night. And we officially lose Amazon in May, so we'll have to see what mess that creates. Good thing there's a lot of old guys about to retire, so not all bad for everybody. If you're affected by this, just keep your head up. Don't worry about it. when work picks up, they usually call us back, and it doesn't take very long. I'm like in the middle, so I might go back, I might not. But before they send me back, they have to send a bunch of people under me back first. So I have a little bit of job security, but I ain't too worried about it. So for now, take all the overtime you can get and keep all that money in your pocket. Don't go out there spending it. You know what's coming from Teamster to Teamster. Gotta stay prepared. Expect the unexpected.
You know what's crazy? Years ago, I actually used to work for UPS as a driver helper, right? So what that means is around Christmas time, they have a lot of packages to distribute the drivers, and it's just overwhelming, right? The packages could be very overwhelming, and they need some help. They need someone to help them, distribute the package. So they will hire someone as a driver helper. So your job was just to basically help the driver with the packages. And I would have drivers telling me, "Oh, you should think about becoming a driver. You can make six figures." That was always like beating to my brain by just multiple drivers that I would work with, telling me I should consider becoming a driver for UPS. And I'm glad I never ever decided to do such a thing. I'm so glad when I was in my early 20s that I never decided to become a driver, because look what's going on now, man. I mean, who would ever thought becoming a UPS driver will see their final days as a driver because of the changes UPS is making, which is now going to be affecting their jobs. I'm glad I never became a software engineer. I'm glad I never became a UPS driver. I'm just glad I never did these jobs, Thank you, God. Thank you, God. But it sucks. It sucks for a lot of people. And do not think USPS are not going to be affected by this as well. They will. I don't think they'll go out of business ever, USPS. I do think they will also do what they're doing with software engineers, just get rid of a lot of help that they no longer need. So I do think they'll keep some type of services available at USPS. Maybe like a very like remote town, like a rural area. You know what I mean? Like places like that may still need USPS services, but places like Miami, Fort Lauderdale, New York, the days are fine. It is coming. The days are definitely coming for USPS as well. Absolutely. So thanks for watching this video. Be sure to check me out on LinkedIn, IG, and TikTok. I post on those platforms daily. I have an email list available on my website called Juicy Tech, the name of this channel. Make sure you join the email list when you get a chance, and I'll see you on the other platforms. If you wish to do so, to contact me or hit me up on those platforms, feel free to do so. I'll leave all the information, everything, the website, my links to my other socials in the box below this video. The description box down there is where all the links are. And yeah, catch you on the next video. Peace out.